Hey, what's up guys, Dainuma here, and today we're going to be talking about Cachi the Guard. Cachi the Guard is, in my opinion, the most underrated SR character in this game. He saves you a ton in terms of team building. He is a very safe build. He goes well with characters like Holden and characters like Rahu. You're going to be using him a lot in your shell dungeons, and I'll show you in just a moment. So to start things off, we're going to be looking at Cachi's skills. His skill 1 is swinging his weapon deals 2 hits of 120% damage. Now, we don't really care about the damage as much. He has a 20% chance at a crit rate down. So you have 2 chances to hit this crit rate down, even though it is a low chance with 20%. But other than that, we have the speed imprint on the skill 1 as usual. And this is probably the second to third skill. I'd say the third skill that you want to level, because the first skill will be skill 3, which we'll get into in a moment. His skill 2 deals 3 hits of 90% damage each hit with a 65% chance to set turn meter back by 20%. Now this is really OP. Before you fight Terrormaton and Inferno, it's very useful. In Inferno, it's not gonna push him back, of course, because of the 60% decrease. The final hit has a 100% chance to inflict speed down for 2 turns. Now, both of these debuffs are 2 turns when you max out the skill. Very useful debuffs, but his skill 3 is ultimately the most broken skill for an SR for quite a while. I don't know if this character will get power creeped, but for safe runs, I think this is your go-to character for most things. Now, he applies a 2-turn defense up to all allies. When you trigger success, it additionally applies immunity. Now, the critical success buffs by 1 duration, and as you see in the parentheses, it says chance to trigger success is 80% of effect accuracy. Chance to trigger critical is 55% of your effect accuracy. So what you're going to be normally running on him is triple effect accuracy. It's the safest way to get the critical success, so you don't ever miss it, and that's the sum up of the build. I will say, like, Swift Rush with Time Weave is best in slot for him, with triple effect accuracy if you can, with as much speed as possible. He does have a base speed of 125 whenever he's 6-starred, and he has his +9 speed from his imprint. It's surprising because normally you'll see like a +12 for a support, but he's only +9. But it's still fine. He has a decent amount of speed for base speed. So if you even want to use him for, you know, some like certain cheese cleaves in arena, he can protect you from those on your defense. Alright, the first thing we're going to be getting into in terms of the dungeons, we are going to be running Terrormaton first. We have a team that consists of Ssania, Holden, Cachi the Guard, Mia, and Valerian. Now this team is pretty slow, but you will see very soon that it is ultra safe. I am going to be increasing the speed because this dungeon run is pretty long. You don't want to sit here and watch this for about 10 minutes straight, so I'll speed it up a little bit. So the best part about this team is that Cachi and Mia are best friends. They both extend buffs while decreasing cooldowns for their team. Mia has a skill 2 strip, while we have the crit down and the speed down from the Cachi. We have the Holden, who does the strip on the immunity and the attack down, so he will consistently apply that. Sania's just here for the sustain, obviously, and Valerian is here to give you whatever buff that you do not currently have on your team. So she will initially apply the attack buff, and Cachi is here for the defense and the immunity and gives Holden the extra damage as well. So overall, it's pretty safe because of all of these things. We have the turn meter setback from Holden. The reason Holden's turn meter setback is actually viable here is because he starts at 100% turn meter. And because he's at 100% turn meter, the 60% doesn't actually remove all of it. So you at least get the 40% knockback. Double Artisan. So we have double Gigabyte, double Artisan, and 1 Halloween on Cachi the Guard. Now, Codex works perfectly fine on Cachi the Guard. Codex also works on Valerian, and you will not regret making those decisions by any means. I think those those teams will speed this run up even faster because you will have even more uptime. So yeah, as you guys can see, it is a very slow run, but it is very consistent. I'll let you guys watch this until the end. If you have any questions about the stats, I will be able to tell you these stats in the comments. I'll leave them all in the description. I'll take a screenshot of everything as well and leave a link. Now we will be moving on to the shell dungeons. This is the second showcase. We will be showing Sharon first. The reason we're showing Sharon is because Sharon is a pretty difficult boss at first. I think most people were confused because they're like, oh, well, no one's cleared it yet. Well, that's because most people aren't building things like Cachi. A lot of people weren't running the Lingluo at the very start. They were still waiting because they didn't have the resources at the time. You just want to be able to either stop the debuffs before they're put on you with the immunity, or you want to be able to cleanse them when they are put on you. And the safest way is just to bring the immunity as a whole. As you see here, we have Cachi with the Codex, we have the Lily with the Gigabyte, Dieting with White Fang, and Valerian with the Artisan. Now, Valerian will consistently keep up this attack buff as much as possible. We have the speed up from the Lily and the cooldown reduction, and the turn meter boost for the Dieting, as well as the assist. It is the safest team to run. It's pretty consistent, but you know, there are some scary moments that I've seen in the teams. Almost everyone runs this team, by the way. The scariest moment is when the Cachi finally doesn't do the critical success. And because, you know, some of the people in our server currently don't really run the triple effect accuracy, and because of that their effect accuracy isn't as high, but it is completely safe with triple effect accuracy. The Lily team is more of a speed team, and as you can see, the Codex helps a lot for the Cachi to upkeep the immunity. The Valerian stops you from getting insta-killed as well if anything goes wrong. But you don't have to care too much if like you lose one character, as long as your Dieting, for example, is alive. Dieting will most likely get the invincibility because he has the lowest stats normally. And that's about it. It's a pretty quick and easy team to run, and we will be moving on to the next one. Last but not least, we have Rengokutsu. Now this team is a very slow team. We will definitely be speeding this up. We have Mia and Cachi yet again. This is from a player who consistently clears almost all content with the Cachi Mia combo. But this time we have Lingluo next to them, so that Lingluo can stack those buffs, and the more buffs that you have on your team, then Mia will have damage reduction. We have Messiah to ignore the 70% defense of whatever he hits. That way you don't actually need a defense breaker. The only thing this team lacks is an attack up for the Messiah, but that is still fine. It is just a slow clear. As long as you're able to clear at the beginning of the game, that is really what matters. Getting your speed clear doesn't matter if you can't consistently clear and you're wasting energy, as well as if you can't even farm it in the first place because you're stalling and waiting for other speed teams to come out to see if you have a broken character. You know, I understand that some of the characters like Ssania are OP, but you know, work with the Cachi, work with the Mia if you have it. Get the clears in the first place so that you're not going to be behind on farming your shells. It's better than farming nothing at all, okay guys? So let's get that sorted out. We have the Artisan with the Cachi, we have the White Fang on the Messiah, we have the Codex on the Mia, and we have the Artisan on the Lingluo. Now, the speed down on the boss is going to be pretty helpful, but not insanely helpful because he still will get these extra turns in. But it's not going to matter as much because we have the defense up, and we have the immunity up. We're also going to be getting a lot of shielding from Mia. And then they're going to keep resetting these cooldowns from the Artisan, the Mia, and the Cachi. Like, it's very OP. And guess what? The cooldown decrease, it also works for the Codex. So that 8-turn cooldown gets shifted down by 2 every time Mia and Cachi use their S3. Like, this combo is very strong. It's a very safe team for both Terrormaton. It's a safe team for Rengokutsu as well. At the end of the fight, you'll notice some of the team members die, but Messiah reaches 8 stacks, so he can finish the boss off while everyone is dead with those 8 stacks of invincibility. It is OP, I am telling you guys. I don't know if this is gonna get changed because there was a similar problem with the Soul Ward from Veronica. They made it to where you can't just make the whole team invincible, but I think this might be more valid because the invincibility is only on Messiah, so I don't think they would care as much. But nonetheless, this is a tactic to just make sure that the boss is finished off. It's slow, so there is a downside at the end of the day. When it comes to refreshing on 2x, for example, this team would be super slow. It's not a team that you would really want to run as much as others, but it does get the job done if you just want the clear. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. If this video helped you, you learned anything, please make sure to leave a like and comment in the section below. Just know that I will always be available. If you have any questions, leave a comment. You can join the Discord. I'll leave that in the description, as well as my Twitch, where I will be streaming this game daily, and I'll see you guys in the next one.